Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. This is your tarot card for the week of December 28th. I was going to say 8th, December 28th, 2025. It is a collective general reading, not individualized, not personalized to you. Messages may come through today that do not fully resonate. And if that happens, that's okay. Just means that one message is meant for someone else. So take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't. Be sure to check out your other placements. If you don't know what they are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, in that description box is information on how you can become a time traveler. Keep in mind, Libra, this is not what you don't see coming for the week ahead. Tarot card of the week is intended to help you move along in your journey of life. So with all of that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Libra collective now for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the tarot card of the week here for the Libra collective for the week of December 28th, 2025? Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. Your tarot card of the week, the Two of Wands. Are you prepared to make a decision that will change the course of your life? The bottom of the deck, Justice. What needs to be resolved and set right in your life? Okay, so Libra collective here appears to be in need of a course correct. Are you prepared to make a decision that may change the course of your life? Why is the Two of Wands a tarot card here? Tarot card of the week here for Libra. Why is the Two of Wands their tarot card of the week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Knight of Cups. The Tower. The Queen of Wands. I got two cards here, so I'm going to take them. The Six of Wands and the Four of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Swords. You have the Three of Wands. And you have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups would be you moving towards the Nine of Cups. So we have a lot of cards of movement. Knight of Cups is a card of movement. Six of Wands is a card of movement. The Three of Wands is a card of movement because astrologically that is the sun in Aries. And then you have the Eight of Cups, which is a card of movement, moving towards the Nine of Cups. So are you prepared to make a decision that may change the course of your life? What is this decision? Tell me about the Tower. Oh, that scared the bejesus out of me. Sorry about the notification on my phone. Okay. And tell me about the Tower here. Tell me about the Tower here for Libra. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Lovers. So it's a choice. That's the ultimate choice card in tarot. The Two of Wands. Another choice card. And the Star. Are you prepared to make a decision that may change the course of your life? Libra, what does wish fulfillment look like to you? Because that's the direction you need to go in. What is the star? If you were to wish upon the star, wish upon a star, what is that wish for you? What does your dream life look like? You need to figure this out. You need to figure this out so you don't repeat the cycle that you're just leaving or just getting out of. You can take the inspired action, have victory, and move in this direction. Like you will get to your destination. Two of Wands, Three of Wands, Four of Wands. You will reach this destination. You will get to your Nine of Cups. But you're not going to be able to get there if you can't define it. So the choice you need to make this week is, what's my ultimate wish fulfillment? Who do I want to be? What do I want to be doing for a living? Where do I want to live? Keep it realistic. Keep it grounded. Get your head out of the clouds. No Neptune and Pisces, Seven of Cups, daydreaming, wishful thinking. Real. So like it's time for us to get real here in the Libra collective. What does the ideal life look like? That's your decision. Once you make that decision, then you can create a plan to move towards it. If you don't know what you're moving towards, you're just going to aimlessly wander through life, never reaching the destination. So we need to figure out this week, or you need to figure out this week, what is that destination? I was talking to my person the last couple of months because I've been talking about moving and, well, us moving. and we had a bad snowstorm. When I brought it up a couple of months ago, he was like, oh, it's not so bad. We live in New Jersey in the United States of America. It gets pretty freaking cold here in the wintertime and lots of snow. We're both in our 50s. And I said, I don't know. Winter's coming. I really don't want to be shoveling snow again. He's like, oh, it's not that bad. Well, now that we've had a couple of snowfalls already in the last few weeks, this past weekend I was shoveling the snow and I said to him, I'm dead tired. I mean, on top of it, I'm sick and I don't feel well. And now I lose a day to body aches from shoveling snow. And, you know, for me, it just reinforced that star, my ideal life. I'm not looking to be a bazillionaire and live in a mansion. That's daydreaming. That's Neptune and Pisces stuff. And it's nice to daydream. It's nice to have big, lofty goals and dreams. I'm not discounting that or saying that's a negative thing. And I'd love to be rich. I wish that we could all be rich. You know, I don't have anything against rich people. But for me, the star being just staying very grounded, very realistic, knowing what my financial capabilities are. I just want a little house in warmer climate. If I can have a nice backyard with a little picket fence and I can walk to the beach, you know, it's a couple blocks away, I'd be golden. That's all I need. I need a dependable car. I don't need anything fancy. The car I currently drive is a rust box. It's okay. It gets me from point A to point B and I'm happy. So, but that's just me. I'm a simple person. You might have different goals or dreams and that's good. You should have them, but keep them grounded. This week, you need to figure out what does that ideal life look like? Where you're going to live, what you're going to do for a living, who you're going to be in the next chapter of your life, because it's definitely attainable here for you. But if you don't know where you're going, you're never going to get there. It's like getting in a car and you're like, okay, we're going to the doctor's. And the person in the passenger seat is like, all right, you want me to put the address in the GPS? And you're like, well, I don't know where it is. How are you going to get to the doctor's if you don't know where the doctor's office is? So we need to figure out the destination. Then we can create the plan and the path and punch it into the GPS and arrive there on time. But we need to know where we're going. So are you prepared to make a decision that may change the rest of your life? Yes, once you decide what the star card is, that will change the rest of your life because now you will be on path to get there. I hope that message is making sense for someone watching. 4 Swords. I would start this week, but over the course of the next 4 weeks, I would figure out, again, you can be specific. Don't get too detailed. You're an air sign. You can get lost in the details like me. I'm your cousin sign of Gemini. Don't get too lost in the details, but where would you like to live? What would your home look like? What would you like to do for a living? You need to create some goals here for yourself, realistic goals, but goals nonetheless. Once you have the goal, you can create the plan. Tell me about that 4 Swords. That's over the course of the next 4 weeks. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 4 Swords, clarified by Page of Swords. Start getting the information now. Start researching stuff now. Page of Swords, Judgment, there you go. And the 7 of Pentacles, yeah. And for me, that's the pause button. So I would pause. 4 of Cups, this is the life we have when we have no direction. We don't know where we're going. We get up, we go to work, we do the same thing every day. We have nothing really big or exciting to look forward to. And I'm not saying that living in the 4 of Cups is the worst thing in the world. It's not. But life becomes a lot more exciting and passionate, and you become a lot more motivated to wake up in the morning when you know that every day you are legitimately on the path, on a plan, working on the goal to get to that star card. Life becomes worth living again. You don't exist in the 4 of Cups. If you do, it's temporarily because you know that that's your destination. So you might sit in the car of life, okay, if we're going to use that analogy. It's going to be a little 4 of Cups till you get there, but at least you know where the hell the car is taking you. So this week, I would start inquiring in the Page of Swords, and that's what I started to do with the move. I started looking up different parts of the country I want to move to, and then I picked out a couple of states, and from that, I started looking at different counties, and then I started getting the statistics, crime statistics. How far is a hospital? Because, you know, we're getting up there in age. You know, what is traffic like? Does it get too touristy? I don't want to move to a little town that has, you know, 2,000 people, but then in good weather, there's 200,000 people there and you can't even, you know, get to the store. So this is a good week for you to start figuring out What does your destination look like in your life? And then just start doing some research about where you want to move. And like I said, maybe you have children. You want to then look at the statistics for the public education or private schools in the area, cost of living. I would start doing just some research, figure out what this is over the course of the next 4 weeks. Once you determine what that life is for yourself, then start doing the research. Once you have a pretty good vision board, whether it's online or you're actually going to print things out and snip things out and put them on an actual visual board in front of you, however you're doing that, once you can see it and it's realistic, you will intuitively know what you need to do next to get to it. Every day you'll have something to look forward to. Today's the day I'm going to do ABC, because if I do ABC today, I'm a day closer to this. So that's what I have for you, Libra. Your tarot card of the week is the Two of Wands. Are you prepared to make a decision that will change the rest of your life? Yeah, absolutely. Figure out what you want the rest of your life to look like. And once you figure that out, start doing some research on it. Get the logistics, get the facts in that Page of Swords energy. Notice we have no cups. So we're keeping emotion out. We're not getting lost in the daydream fantasy. It's very real Pentacle, Seven of Pentacles resources. If you can invest your time over the course of the next 4 weeks to figure this out for yourself, you're going to see 2026 become a revolutionary year in your life. It will be the year that you start laying down the building blocks for the life that you truly want and you truly deserve. And when you get to your destination, you're going to be really proud because it wasn't handed to you, it wasn't just given to you, and you didn't spend another year hoping and wishing for it to come along and it never arrived. You're going to know that you literally got in the mud and created this next chapter of your life. And you're going to be really proud where you end up because you played a significant role in the trajectory of your life. Don't sit on the sidelines of your own life. You're only going to die with a bunch of regrets. So figure out what the star card is for yourself, my love, and then spend the next 4 weeks getting the logistics and the facts on that. And then from there, we can launch into 2026, really making it come true. Once February hits, March hits, we can boots on the ground and really get to work to getting you a little bit closer to the ideal life that you want. That's what I have for you, my dear. That is your tarot card for the week of December 28th, 2025. If you like that message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.